I found a new game on Steam, invited 3 of my friends, we jumped into a random hole in the ground, and we somehow survived long enough to see at the bottom. What am I talking about? Let me explain. Recently, I've been looking for ways to make my streams more interactive, so I finally gave crowd control a real shot. If you don't know what crowd control is, it's basically an app that lets viewers mess with your screen, audio, and game through a Twitch extension while you're streaming. I started using it mostly for horror games, and while looking through their supported game list, I found one that I had never heard of before, called Pratfall. I looked it up on Steam, and the description sounded right up my alley. It says it's a co-op game where you fall, dig, and explode your way down a dangerous cave system to find your lost dog. Catch your friends and watch your step on this journey full of traps, hazards, and the most deadly force of all, gravity. Will you jump into the unknown to rescue your dog? And then I saw that it was open for playtesting, so I requested access, invited 3 of my friends, and jumped in without reading anything else on the store page. When you first load in, there's a cute little comic-style intro explaining what's going on. We're playing fetch with our dog when he decides to jump into an open hole in the ground. We're overcome with emotion for just a few seconds, and then we decide that we need to take action. So we grab our friends and we meet in the dog park. This doubles as the tutorial area. It explains the controls and it lets you customize your character too. There are already quite a few options to choose from. There's different colors, different hats, shirts, facial features, and I'm sure the devs will add even more by the time that the game is fully released. But this is how I customize my character. Look at her. She's so stylish. I love her. And once everybody was ready, we jumped into the hole after our dog. Things got very chaotic very quickly. There are so many different items in this game, and of course we instantly started experimenting. You can find things like lunch bags with food to replenish your health. There are these green crystals you can use to revive your friends. There's a bunch of plants that help create paths. And there's a multitude of explosives for various purposes. Our first run lasted a total of 8 minutes before we all ended up falling to our deaths. But now that we knew a bit of what to expect, we locked in for the second attempt. The first biome is definitely the easiest. It's relatively flat while you get your bearings, but there are some areas you can fall if you're not paying attention. But the biggest threat found in this biome are the randomly placed landmines. The nice thing is they give a pretty long countdown before they explode, so you should have plenty of time to get to safety. At the bottom of this level, you reach a giant fire hydrant where your dog is waiting. You're able to grab supplies, heal up, and prepare for the next area. And the next area, Biome 2, is personally where things started to fall apart for me. It's an ice level, so we were all slipping and sliding everywhere. I died so many times on this level, but thankfully my friends handled it much better than I did. It was on this biome that we learned about the revive crystals, and they were such a lifesaver. And I really liked this mechanic. Unlike some other co-op games where you're stuck waiting forever to come back, Pratfall has crystals all over the map. So even if you die, you're not just stuck spectating for 20 to 30 minutes. You get back in pretty quickly. And the crystals aren't the only way to bring someone back either. If your friend can make it to your body, they can just revive you there. Otherwise, if you make it to a fire hydrant, you can revive everyone so you can all go into the next biome together. And speaking of the next biome, it was definitely the hardest. Biome 3 has these buttons that trigger red branches to shoot out in random directions if you get too close to them. They deal damage on contact, and they are everywhere. Luckily, you can throw splash berries to neutralize them, but once you do, you can't mine them anymore, so use with caution. This was also when I realized what the most important item in the entire game is: quads. Quads have been on every level, and I have been walking past them as if they were nothing. You find them just by mining. They are so easy to get, and I ignored them for most of the game until now. Without quads, we would not have made it to the bottom. But we did, and it wasn't over yet. We still had to go deeper. We were all pretty on edge after making it this far, and the fear of death was still looming over our heads, but we were so close to the bottom. Surprisingly, the final biome isn't punishing, as long as you take it slow and steady. It's also the shortest of all the biomes, so it feels like it just is giving everyone the chance to reach the end together, which I really appreciate. And at the bottom, an explosion of blue puppies everywhere. It was magnificent. My only complaint is that I wish I would have been closer when it was triggered. I really enjoyed this game. It's fun, chaotic, silly. It has a simple premise, and who doesn't want to go chasing after their dog? I'm really excited to see what's added or changed when the game fully releases. Let me know in the comments if you would play this game with your friends. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye!